you're generating up to $5,000 a month self-publishing books, and you're using AI as a tool. Can you walk me through that? How are you generating $5K a month with AI and book publishing?
Dude, I love that. That's a great way to start it off. So, I think, what was it, around nearly 4 years ago now. So March of 2020, I was an absolute kind of one of those guys that would always say, hey, look, guys, I'm going to make it. You watch me, I'm going to build a massive business, yada, yada, yada. But honestly, Matt, between me and you, I was completely lost. I had no idea what the hell I was going to do. I was talking a big game. I thought it was going to be a gym, own multiple gyms. So I like lifting, feeling big and bodybuilding. Looked at the logistics and the admin of, owning the gym. Turns out they don't get paid very much. And it's hella stressful. So I thought, you know what, probably not for me. But I remember one night, man, I was just feeling a bit lost because I was working hard at this degree that I completely hated. And I was essentially kind of down this rabbit hole of law of attraction, watching the law of attraction videos. Don't know if you've ever been there, but I was definitely there. And I came across one of those make money online ads. Hey, you want to make $10,000 in 90 days without any work and no risk? Those ones. That's the one I kind of came across, right? And honestly, man, I ate it up. It was literally 11 till 2 a.m. I was down this rabbit hole watching this webinar, and I was completely sold on this business model known as KDP, self-publishing through Amazon. And KDP stands for Kindle Direct Publishing. So this is my introduction to that world. And I kind of learned that there was a way to actually self-publish books on Amazon, find out which niches have a high volume and high demand, but low competition. You can then make a book, either with it being ghostwritten, you write it yourself, or now with AI, you publish in that niche, you market the book properly, you get an amazing cover, you get an amazing title, you get an amazing description, and you simply get a shit ton of reviews on that book, pardon my French, and it will sell because, again, you're leveraging Amazon's already massive platform where they're getting tons and tons and tons of traffic to their website. So we're piggybacking off that. So that's kind of how I got started when it comes to publishing books. And of course, that income slowly started growing more and more and more to the point now where we're consistently making, we've had months, our highest months has been over, 20,000. And then kind of on average now we're sitting around 5,000 plus each month. I think last month we did around, was it like just under 9,000?
That's sick, dude. So this is not really, I wouldn't necessarily say this is a new business model, right? No. Self-publishing books on Amazon. It's kind of funny. I know a few people that help business owners author books and stuff, and they actually ghostwrite. I don't know what ghostwriters are going to do, by the way, because it's just so easy to use AI. Although I do want to kind of talk a little bit about some of the potential potholes there. But where does AI play into this part, right? Is it just, hey, I'm just going to have ChatGPT write the entire book for me, or is it using the AI strategically? Like, how is AI going to actually help me write the book faster and more effectively?
I love that. Well, we have number one. There's two different routes you can go, right? We can go the lazy route and let AI do all of the work for you. When it comes to the title, when it comes to potentially the cover art design, when it comes to the description of the book, when it comes to the actual contents. Because here's the thing, we can feed ChatGPT AI already well-selling books, their titles, their descriptions, their cover arts, and we can make something from that. So it can literally help you with each individual step of the publishing process. Again, title creation, the overall position of the actual book, the table of content, the outline of the book, to the actual writing of the book. Now, we both know, Mark, AI, ChatGPT is getting there, solid, but the tonality, that's been the trickiest and most challenging thing to get right. But that really, again, would be the lazy route to go. The other route, which I prefer, is having a mix of both. Having AI help you with the actual outlining of the book, the ideation of the book, and actually drafting the book, right? It can help you do that. And then what you want to do is add your own tonality and then build with it. Iterate as you go along, because it's not going to be perfect straight away. Because again, you can't just put, I'm okay swearing, by the way.
Yeah, man, knock your socks off.
Perfect. If you put a piece of shit book out, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. The branding, anything, it just won't sell. So the book still needs to be high quality. That's why you need the human touch to really go the extra mile. But I have to say, I have published books and they generate income without me really editing it much. And AI doing everything from cover, title, description, to the actual writing of the book and outline. So again, big spectrum. Lazy route or the more, I'd say, sensible route to make sure the quality is high. That's what I'll do.
Yeah. So you're using ChatGPT or AI, whatever your preferred program is, more so as a way to kill the writer's block, to get the pen flowing. And which, by the way, just uploading a PDF or uploading documents or having ChatGPT assess what's working, that transcends book authorship. You can say, hey, break down this website, break down this course, or what is Hormozy doing? What is Gary Vee doing? Like, it's pretty spectacular where you can use ChatGPT as a way of reverse engineering what's working. I will say too, when it comes to interesting reading, like, that is one of the problems that I have with AI. It sometimes just writes like really clunky, too many adjectives, too many adverbs. It's just like great writing. Stephen King said this: great writing is writing something, cutting it in half, then cutting it in half again. And I definitely think that there needs to be a place where AI can kind of like start the job, but then the human comes in and finishes it. But like, what percentage of, like, how much time? Let me ask you this: if I was going to self-publish this book, like, how much time do I expect to expend out of my own personal time to actually make it happen? Like, is it a lot to learn?
Yeah, that's a great question, man. And honestly, again, I'm going to go down this route. I'm going to say the lazy route, the genius route, right? If you want to go the lazy route, you can get it done in a day. Like, seriously, you can get it done in a day, right? Because it doesn't require much editing as long as you have the framework is relatively repeatable, right? Once you make the book and you understand which prompts to add in and you have the framework to follow, for me, it's probably much easier to create the framework because I've had nearly 4 years self-publishing books. I know what prompts would make sense. But yes, in an afternoon you can get it done. That's a lazy route.
Which, by the way, quick question there. On the lazy way, basically you just have AI kind of like formulate it, write it all, and then you post it. I'm assuming you're talking about self-publishing on Amazon. Is that right?
That's it. Yes.
Doesn't Amazon have, like, I heard this somewhere and I may or may not be right, but if you just do that, basically copy and paste, you're maybe making some very minor revisions. Can't Amazon like flag your account or flag the book and take it down? I know there's some AI detection softwares. Is that something that you've been seeing in the industry?
Yeah, for sure. So I guess to clarify, like, again, the lazy route's gonna have some holes with it, right? But what I will say, Amazon don't actually restrict AI books. They just simply want to take note of which books have been made with the assistance of AI. So in the back end, they ask us, so the back end of KDP, before you publish a book, you'll get asked a question which says, which level did you get help with when it comes to AI? Was it partially assisted, totally written by AI, or was it written by a human? It will literally ask you that explicitly. In terms of how they're using that data, I think, honestly, between me and you, Mark, Amazon, they're capitalists. They love money, baby. They're like us. They love money. So if there's an AI book out there, I'm sure there's going to be tons of AI book out there killing it. Are they going to stop it from making money? Are they going to put, by the way, written by AI and kill their sales? Absolutely not. So I think for them, they're really trying to play it smart. If I was them anyway, it's trying to play smart to see, okay, does this affect sales drastically or does it not? Because if it affects sales drastically from Amazon's perspective, yeah, maybe they can add the AI and then prevent people from buying the book and purchasing, leaving bad reviews, etc. But if it's unnoticeable and they're actually making more money, they're not going to interfere with that. Why would they? Yeah. Right? And it's important to note there are some absolutely horrendous ghostwriters. Love you, ghostwriters. You guys are awesome. Honestly, you've got some amazing ghostwriters. But I have to say, Mark, there are some terrible ghostwriters out there, and a lot of people save thousands with a capital T on one, right? Just by simply using AI and then them spending time to edit it. So that's what I'll say to you, like, when it comes to Amazon's kind of policies with it at the moment. They're very loose at the moment.